Imagine stumbling upon a voice so mesmerizing that it doesn't just inspire your own musical journey, but lays the groundwork for one of rock history's most iconic bands. That's the captivating tale of how Don Henley, the legendary Eagles drummer and vocalist, came to hail a Linda Ronstadt song as an absolute country masterpiece. But here's where it gets intriguing. It's not just about the song itself, it's a deep dive into mentorship, creative sparks, and the hidden threads that wove together some of the biggest names in music. Stick around because we're about to unpack a story full of inspiration, ambition, and yes, a touch of controversy that might make you rethink how legends are born. Credits: Far Out / Alamy / Linda Ronstadt. Published, Thursday, November 6, 2025, 1930 UK time. Back when Don Henley first became utterly enchanted by Linda Ronstadt's extraordinary voice and her enchanting music, he couldn't have predicted the remarkable path he'd forge as a founding member of one of the greatest country rock bands ever assembled. At that point, Henley and his future Eagles partner, Glenn Frey, were simply joining Ronstadt's touring band as a practical way to pay the bills. Ronstadt herself was fully aware of their potential, famously remarking that she sensed they'd achieve great things someday. Her invitation for them to hit the road wasn't just about gigs, it was a strategic lifeline, giving them the time, experience, and financial breathing room to chase their dreams. In essence, she extended a guiding hand during a pivotal phase when all they possessed was a common vision and an unyielding drive to surpass their wildest aspirations. Spending time honing their craft alongside Ronstadt must have felt like striking gold in a treasure trove, especially since Ronstadt, raised in an environment steeped in music, always pursued projects that resonated deeply with her emotions. It's easy to imagine her imparting invaluable lessons to the young Eagles on humility, maintaining sharp focus, and embracing the unpredictable waves of creativity when they arrive. While Henley and Frey later carved out their distinctive brand of rock and roll, their time with Ronstadt likely reinforced the idea that the bedrock of your artistry is ingrained long before you step into the spotlight. Think of it like a masterclass in authenticity. Ronstadt showed them that true talent flows from genuine passion, not just ambition. And this is the part most people miss: the Eagles' ascent didn't dim Ronstadt's supportive role. As the band soared, she actively championed their work by recording covers of their tracks, such as the timeless Desperado. Her rendition brought fresh eyes to this hidden gem, attracting new listeners and reigniting excitement among longtime fans. Henley himself has openly shared that Desperado languished in obscurity until Ronstadt's version turned it into a sensation. It's a classic example of how one artist's interpretation can redefine another's legacy, proving that collaboration often amplifies success far beyond solo efforts. This pivotal cover appeared on Ronstadt's 1971 album, Don't Cry Now, which also featured stunning reimaginings of classics from artists like Neil Young and Randy Newman. While the album shone brightly overall, Eagles' Desperado undeniably stood out as the crown jewel, a testament to Ronstadt's knack for spotlighting underrepresented tracks. The other Eagles members were eternally grateful, repeatedly crediting her for shining a light on the quieter corners of their catalog and helping their music reach wider audiences. When discussing Ronstadt's standout pieces, Henley finds himself spoiled for options. Naturally, songs like Desperado carry extra significance due to their Eagles connection, but several others have proven timeless. One particularly cherished by Henley is Ronstadt's rendition of Silver Threads and Golden Needles, which he describes as the very first Ronstadt song that captured his heart. As he reminisced in an interview with Rock and Roll Garage, "This next lady is a dear, dear friend of mine. I had the pleasure of working with her very early on in my career, even before the Eagles were formed. I was a member of her backup band, and I traveled with her in the spring of 1971. We did gigs together. That's the period we planned and plotted to have a band of our own, which eventually became the Eagles, of course." He went on to add, "Silver Threads and Golden Needles was the first Linda Ronstadt song that I fell in love with. It was on her second album, I believe, which was called Hand Sown Home Grown. This song, with its poignant lyrics about love and loss, likely resonated deeply with Henley, illustrating how Ronstadt's emotive delivery could touch souls and inspire futures." Fast forward to 1974, and the Eagles had the privilege of sharing the stage with Ronstadt during a performance of Silver Threads on Don Kirshner's rock concert. As Glenn Frey introduced her, he made her instrumental role in the band's formation abundantly clear, declaring her their favorite female singer. It was a magical moment that lingered long after the show ended, becoming a cherished chapter in the Eagles' story as they pursued their own breakthroughs. For beginners intrigued by music history, this highlights how early collaborations can plant seeds of greatness, much like how a mentor's influence can shape an entire genre. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans argue that Ronstadt's contributions to the Eagles' early success are overshadowed by the band's rock fame, leading to debates about gender and recognition in music. Was she merely a stepping stone, or did her artistic choices deserve equal billing? Others might question if covering another artist's work truly boosts it, or if it sometimes dilutes the original intent. And this is the part that sparks heated discussions. What if Ronstadt's mentorship was the secret sauce behind the Eagles' sound? Could her saturated in song upbringing have laid the foundation for their harmonious, storytelling style? Ultimately, this story reminds us that behind every hit song or blockbuster band, there are often unsung heroes like Ronstadt, whose influence ripples through time. What do you think? Is Linda Ronstadt's impact on Don Henley and the Eagles fully appreciated, or has rock history shortchanged her? Do you believe mentorship plays a bigger role in music success than we admit? Share your opinions in the comments, let's debate. Related topics.